you've been seen demanding Khalistan. Why do you want Khalistan?
There are something we desire. There's something we can't survive without. So the Khalistan is not about it's our desire. It is a desire. When something is basically inclined with, survival, it becomes your desire. But it's also our need. It's a question if we can survive without it or not. Khalistan is not an evil or taboo subject in current today's world. It's a self-determination right of Sikhs and all the Punjabis. So when we talk about Khalistan, it's all about freedom. It's all about to be, to rule this place. It's all about to be, not to live like slaves. So the idea of Khalistan should not be criminalized. It should be welcomed. And I think I already said many occasions, anybody can come to have an intellectual discussion on Khalistan, the idea of Khalistan.
You demand Khalistan, which is a demand for an independent state. Why do you think a case of sedition should not be registered against you?
No, until it's in a peaceful manner. The self-determination is very much respected in democracy. If India is still a democracy that I know of, then Supreme Court mandates that we can peacefully advocate Khalistan. We can, have conferences about it. It's an idea of sovereignty, and peacefully, if it's done, there is no crime into it. So I think there is a constitutional party, Sh੍ਰੋਮਣੀ ਅਕਾਲੀ ਦਲ Amritsar, who won this election in Sangrur, MP. He directly says that he will achieve the goal of Khalistan through electoral process at a point.
Do you have faith in Indian Constitution?
It's not about me having faith in India. It's all about if India's constitution have faith in our identity. If India constitution say, the Article 125B, the Sikhs are part of Hindus, they are not independent religion, why somebody will ask me that if I have faith in the constitution or not? It's an irrelevant question anymore, because it's all about our identity. It's all about, I will talk about my identity, if it is being respected or not. If it's not being respected, the question is irrelevant.
Amritpal, since you demand Khalistan, do you ever consult the non-Sikhs, which are also in a huge number in this state of Punjab? What are their aspirations? Maybe they don't want Khalistan.
No, it's not about I don't consult them. There are many non-Sikh people who were present in the violence. Many Hindu gentlemen were present in the protest. Okay, they were in the police station. They took Amrit at that day. I think 9 or 10 Hindu guys took Amrit on that day. We have centers where they come for de-addiction. There are many Hindu guys. The idea of Khalistan and Khalsa Raj, the Raj of Maharaja Ranjit Singh, is not against any minorities, is not against any other communities. It will give equal powers to everybody, because that's what Khalsa means. Khalsa Raj means to have an equal opportunity to grow. There might be some few fraction people who will speak against me. There are also the Sikh section of those people who will speak against Khalistan and me and everybody who talks of Punjab rights. They will remain, even we will respect their opinions also. It's not we don't respect people's opinion. It's all about let us advocate, let us peacefully talk to people, let us have a discussion about Khalistan, let us have a dialogue about Khalistan. If they'll say no, we don't want it, nobody can forcefully, imply.
Amritpal, I've been traveling through Punjab and I've been meeting a lot of people. There is an atmosphere of fear among the people. They say that Punjab is being pushed back to the era of 1980s, of the era of militants.
Then you have to
Does it not concern you?
No, it concerns me. It concerns me that we had faced such extreme violence in that period. Hundreds of thousands youth were killed in fake encounters. The person by Jaswant Singh Khalda who exposed this whole thing was also killed by KPSK. So we have seen inhumane treatment in police stations. We have seen that this is the peak area where it happened. This is the area we're sitting in. It happened. Nobody wants that period to be returned.
But the developments that are taking place, things that are happening,
no, who's doing it?
People are saying that they are again
no, who's doing
scared
that? I'll tell you one thing. There are identity issues with Sikhs. We have some demands. Government is not even trying to listen to us. What they did, the Congress did before 1984, the Narankari Kand and everything was instigated by government. They had political backings. Suppressing our voice will not result in any good thing. They can kill me. They can end me. They cannot end the idea of sovereignty. They cannot end the idea of fighting against injustice, fighting against suppression. So if there is a suppression, people will fight against it. It's not about the individuals who start. No individual start things, no individual end things. It's the war of ideas. Until the idea remains, how can you kill the idea of Raj Karega Khalsa? There is no power in the world. When I said, nobody can crush the movement of Khalistan, it's not about nobody can crush me. It's all about there is the war of ideas. The idea is never killed. You can convince us, and you can't convince us with the bullets. You can't convince us with the jails and prisons. You can't convince us with the drugs epidemics. You can't convince us with the suppression. You can convince us with sitting with us. And maybe we will convince you to join us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.